What's the deal? What's the deal, y'all? This is the Preaching the Birds podcast, where we like to bring you the latest breaking news when it comes to Eagles. And we got some latest and breaking news. We got the Vikings game coming up. We got a lot of players injured, man. A lot of players injured. It's looking really scary, really ugly, really nasty for the team right now, in the sense of our depth is already being tested. It's crazy right now. It is so crazy right now. Realistically speaking, we got 3 to 4, new starters. 4 or 3 to 4 new starters, that are playing, And what I mean by that is, the Eagles lost 3 to 4 starters in the 22-23 team on the defensive side. Now we lost 2 to 3 starters in this new season. We're having more injuries than we had last year. But, hopefully the football guys end up blessing us in the end. All right, let's get into the news. I'm your boy Roy. Please like and subscribe to be more notified for the real takes that I like to provide. All right, come on. So, our guys, before we get into, the Viking shit, our guys, Kenny Gainwell, Reed Blankenship, and James Bradbury are not going to be playing in the next game. They're not going to be playing. According to Jeff McClain, they've been ruled out of the game. So with that being said, there's a lot of pieces, a lot of moving parts for this team. Hopefully everybody is getting these reps through these walkthroughs. In a short week, it's going to be a lot harder for us to really be able to get everybody coached up the way we want them to be able to play the way we want, which is really, really sound, really, really physical, really, really fast football. So I'm a little concerned. I know this is the Preaching the Birds podcast, so I know you're concerned too. You know what I'm saying? I know what it is. I know what to do. But so let's talk about the players that are playing in new positions, the new starting positions. Josh Jobe obviously is the most important one. Josh Jobe will be playing against, in my opinion, one of the most difficult wide receiver cores in the league, probably top 10. Justin Jefferson and KJ Osborne, and now with their first round pick, Jordan Addison, is a nice trifecta, you know what I'm saying? So Josh Jobe, prayers out to Josh Jobe. I hope my man straps up and gets ready to go hard, because it's going to be a difficult game for him. We'll see how they try to get Jordan Addison open. We'll see how they try to get Justin Jefferson and Jay Jettis on his side. Hopefully Darius Slay decides to follow him, but we'll see. Now, realistically speaking, Josh Jobe isn't the only player that's starting in a new position. Christian Ellis will also be starting. He'll be wearing the green dot. The green dot will be worn by Christian Ellis. It should be Christian Ellis and Randall Cunningham starting. But obviously with Nakobe Dean being hurt in the last game, which we already covered, Christian Ellis has to come. Nicholas Moore has been activated from the practice squad. He should be elevated for the game. We also brought in a person named Rashad Evans. I forgot to bring in Rashad Evans in the last video. My bad. I forgot to, say that. I got busy. I was on my way to work. You know how that shit go. Anyways, he's on the practice squad. He's a former first-round pick from the Titans. We'll see if he really does any work. I doubt it. We only got a week to really, get into the system, but it is what it is. So let's talk about Christian Ellis. Christian Ellis has a matchup against a player that I think we got in the sense of Alexander Mattison. Alexander Mattison, he's a good running back in the sense of he's a very tough, physical running back. He's going to try to run through your face. But the thing is, Christian Ellis is a bigger dude, and, I don't see why Christian Ellis would be really perturbed. You feel me? I don't see why Christian Ellis would really be perturbed, because realistically speaking, Christian Ellis is a bigger dude himself. He's a bigger dude, and with that being said, he should be able to tackle. Madison with the quickness, with the ease, with no problems. Let's be real here. Who I'm worried about is Randall Cunningham, still adjusting. And now, he's adjusting with a new player that he hasn't played with. He's already playing with a new player he didn't know in the Kobe Dean. And now he's playing with the new player, Christian Ellis. They're both playing with new players. It's crazy. We'll see if Nicholas Morrow gets mixed in. That's what I imagine happening in this. But, we'll see. I'm also not an Eagles coach, so sometimes they be doing some weird, like, in my opinion, like releasing my guy Kayvon Wallace. I'm going to say this again. I don't think we should have let go of Kayvon Wallace. In my opinion, my humble opinion, he was playing really, really well, and the football gods now are talking shit. Because Reed Blankenship has also been hurt, and Reed Blankenship is hurt with a rib injury. Reed Blankenship was playing some really fantastic football. He was everywhere around the field. He had 10 tackles. I understand why my man's ribs got hurt. I hope his ribs feel better very, very soon because we need him to play soon. With this extra week off, though, he should be healthy by next week. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying? But we'll see. With that news, though, Justin Evans is supposed to probably start. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. And you're going to be honest with me. I don't want that shit. Y'all better just put in my guy, Sidney Brown, and stop playing, right? They better just stop playing and put Sidney Brown in. Because what the am I going to be doing with Justin Evans? He looks loppy out there. I ain't going to even lie. Even his fits look loppy. Like, he looked like that player that, like, he just don't play sexy. He don't play confident. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't seen it yet. I think we should have kept Kayvon Wallace ahead of Justin Evans. We could have kept him on the practice squad. You know what I mean? I don't think anyone would have picked up Justin Evans, but that's just me. And now the football guys is talking shit, and I gotta let that out. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna say that shit. I ain't gonna say that shit previously and then see an injury and just let that slide. No, talking my shit. Shit talked. All right, so let's get into the next thing. So, also, Kenny Gainwell has been hurt. Kenny Gainwell also has a rib injury. Kenny Gainwell's rib injury is impactful, but thankfully we have a lot of running backs. Hopefully that means we're going to release the beast. Actually. I'm hoping to see DeAndre Swift and Rashad Penny get a lot of carries this game. I think Rashad Penny not being in the last game was criminal with that big front that we had to play against. But, like I said, the coaching staff isn't me, and they do some weird shit sometimes. So, hey, chalk it up to weird shit that they did. Let's just hope that the rest of the season is better. But let's get into the keys to the game, right? Keys to the game for the Vikings, right? The number one key is obviously the wide receivers versus our DBs, right? Wide receivers versus our DBs is huge. Josh Jobe is making his first start in an NFL game. Jay Jettis has had 1,800 yards last year. I don't know how many yards KJ Osborne had, but he's been quoted by his coach as being a definite number 2. And Jordan Addison is a number 1 pick, formerly out of Pitt and USC. First round pick. He got the moves, he got the shake, he got the wiggle. I really hope Josh Jobe and Avonte Maddox and Darius Slay, are ready to play. Because if Kirk Cousins can get the ball out quickly, he can neutralize our pass rush. That is our second piece. That is our second key to the game, is we have to get to Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins gave up a lot of plays last week. He had a fumble caused by, just a simple handoff exchange. He had an interception that shouldn't have been thrown in the end zone. If we can get to Kirk Cousins, we can make him have a horrific game as well. But we have to get to Kirk Cousins and not let his quick passing game get active. You know what I'm saying? That's just what we got to do. And, the last key takeaway that I really have is that we need to really, really just put the pedal to the metal, man. Put the pedal to the metal on the offensive side of the ball. On the offensive side of the ball last game, I don't think we came out with the right intensity. I don't think we knew how to use our players. This week, we need to, use our players correctly so we can get into a really big lead. We can force Kirk Cousins into desperation mode where he is in passing situations only, and we can let our young D-line, filled with talented players like Milton Williams, Jordan Davis, and our guy, Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. Let them boys eat. You know what I mean? We got to let them boys eat. Because if they eat, Kirk Cousins throws up, shits the bed. And I just want him to shit the bed on Thursday Night Football one more time. But that's all I really got for y'all. Thank you guys for your time. I appreciate it so much. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the video. I like doing this shit for you. I'm out. Man, just in case y'all thought I forgot to talk about Justin Jefferson versus Darius Slay, I didn't. Now look, y'all might be thinking, look, Justin Jefferson got cooked by Darius Slay last game, so I shouldn't even worry about it. If you're thinking that, you're an idiot. I'm just going to tell you straight up, you're an idiot. Justin Jefferson had 1,800 yards last season. Yeah, he only had 4 catches for, 44 yards last year. But it's a new year, baby. And I'm sure that Justin Jefferson is ready, looking forward to this. I know I would if I got my ass whooped like that. So, and we in for a dogfight, y'all. We in for a dogfight. Do not let this team that is hungry get slept on, y'all. We can't sleep on this team. Every team needs to be taken serious consideration for. We got to put in serious effort for these teams. These Vikings is coming. They don't want to be 0-2. You go 0-2, the odds of you making it to the playoffs are inexistent. We out.